My hair's a little crazy too. Tomorrow I get my hair done. I could be anything, as we know. All right, let's do it. We're gonna start. Let me come over here. And we get Attila's gate in the video today because I'm not moving it. All right, so a 30-minute quick little body flush, everything, heads, toes, knees, shoulders. We'll give a little love to every part of you so that when you leave the mat and you head back into your day, you are feeling good. A little quick pause. We are going to start our practice. Let's start right here, sitting on the knees. Why not? We can stay right there. And it's probably maybe a little bit uncomfortable for some if you have a block. Looks like I didn't bring any of mine. That's okay. You can place it between your heels, underneath your hips, and that might help take a little of the tension off. Otherwise, just see if you can sit here for a moment. Yes, it's uncomfortable. That's the practice, remember? So we can be uncomfortable and still find our breath. Hands to the thighs, soften your shoulders, tuck your chin so it's parallel to the floor, and close your eyes. We'll just start with those slow breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. Give yourself a couple more breaths just like that. Noticing the shoulders, the eyebrows, the eyes behind the eyelids, the jaw, any place that maybe we're coming to the mat and we're feeling a little more at attention than we need to be. Doesn't necessarily have to be tension, it's just a working body coming from, the morning, the day, wherever you're coming from. See if we can kind of settle into this place. Still keeping the spine straight, relax your elbows, soften your face. Let your breath be slow and gentle, yet still powerful in its own way. And a couple more big breaths. We'll bring a slow bit of movement into the body by just taking chin to the shoulder and then over towards the other shoulder, going back and forth. We're looking over the shoulders. So interesting lately, I have been feeling like so comfortable in the yoga space, so like right where I'm supposed to be. My aerial yoga training was so cool because I actually got to learn some new things. Okay, let's bring the chin back into the center and then tuck it to the chest and just draw me a little rainbow. There goes my voice from side to side. So we're going left to right, and I'm going to let you do that because my voice is not loving having to work today. So you're going back and forth, creating this little rainbow. So I've been feeling really great in the yoga space. I feel very confident in my teaching. There isn't too much extra thought that goes into it. I come into a class, I kind of have my own little intention of what I'd like to do, and then I just let it flow, let it come out. Definitely taking on that more intuitive style of teaching. Bring your chin back to your chest, and then lift the head up. And we're going to do that same little back and forth, except this time now it's ear to shoulder and gentle with the back of the neck with those sensations that you might feel. Yeah, so as I dive a little bit deeper into feeling comfortable in the space, I noticed that maybe I've kind of forgot about the basics and kind of forgot that there's so many people that don't ever take a neck roll. And just because I'm doing them 14 times a day doesn't mean that I should leave it out of the next class because, that next person probably hasn't given love to their neck in a while. So actually, I'm excited about this little quick 30-minute practice because I think this is kind of going to bring us back to those basics, to get every single piece of the body, to notice every part, every single piece of tension and discomfort. Lift your head back up, and then let's go all the way around for some circles. So tuck your chin to your chest, right ear, right shoulder, all the way to the back and back around. Take 3 circles in this first direction, and then 3 circles in the other direction. And as I, continue to collect new students and learn new bodies and notice different imbalances in different people. It's like inspiring me to want to bring all these fun new things into all the different flows. But it's always so important to remember that we have to start in that place of simplicity and breath and just noticing. And then from there, we'll see what kind of magic we can create. But tension is part of it, discomfort is part of it. Let's come back to the basics a little bit. Okay, bringing the head back to center. If you didn't take those opposite direction rolls, you can go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we're just going to sit in stillness for a moment and let the head reset. And slowly take your hands down to the floor in front of you and lift your hips up and see if you can separate your heels so that you can slowly sit your hips between your heels. And for a lot of us, we're going to get stuck somewhere, maybe around here. We're like, okay, that's all I'm going. And that's okay. I have a more flexible body. I can come down to the floor. Maybe you can too. We'll stay here for just a breath, kind of opening up those quads. If it feels good, take your hands to your feet. Just lean back a little bit. Maybe drop the head back. Come on back up. Slowly, we come off of those knees and onto our hands for our tabletop position. A little tabletop, kind of tap out those toes, tuck your toes under, shift forward and back. Give me a little bit of movement. Oof, something that feels good. Is it a sway side to side? Is it a shoulder squeeze? Maybe a little bit of love for those wrists. Beautiful. Meet me back in a nice still place tabletop. Tuck your toes under and then float them up and back. We're going to our downward facing dog. Same thing here. Find a little space, a little movement, a lift of the hips, a lift of the heels. Oh, I got some cracks in my toes. It's unfortunate we have the headphones now. I mean, not unfortunate. My voice sounds so much better in all of these videos, but you can't hear anything that's going on in the background. And there's always like some cracks or Attila antics. And, I have to go back and watch it. And I'm like, oh, nothing's there. Just me and my voice. It's kind of nice. It's interesting to teach while the world is happening. And I know that you can't hear any of it. There's a lot happening over here. Even right now, Attila is crying. He's always crying. Very sad when he doesn't get to be on the mat. Okay, take those feet as wide as your mat. Big, wide stance. Walk your hands all the way back towards your toes. Relax your head completely. Grab for opposite elbows and give me that ragdoll. Nice little sway. Relax your head, just let it hang. And then arms go down to the floor. Lean into your toes. Let your head sink a little deeper towards the mat. Take the hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. You're going to hold right in the base of the skull and then start to bring the elbows in towards each other. And you'll see it'll just kind of add a little extra weight to the upper body. Maybe you can lean forward. Maybe you can pull the elbows closer together. You'll notice the hamstrings, maybe the hips. Wherever this one lands for you, kind of lean into it. And release your hands back to the floor slowly. We'll tense the fingertips, lift your chest. You got to straighten those legs. Maybe a little side to side. Feels good in the hips. Give me a little sway. And then heel toe your feet, hips width apart. Right underneath you. And you can bend one knee, bend the other knee. Same thing. We're kind of walking out the legs a little bit. Relax your head if it feels good to sway or shake. Come into stillness. Take an inhale, hands to the shins, look down. Exhales, release you back to the floor. The arms go up to the sky, reach high, lift up, maybe look at the fingers, and then seal the hands directly into your heart. Good. Drop the arms, inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull the hands directly into your heart. And we're just going to set a little intention, a moment to just kind of remind ourselves why we're here. A quick pause to take care of the body, an opportunity to just notice how things are feeling. There is no pressure to do anything that doesn't feel right for you. And you've shown up for this moment. So just simply lean into it. Notice how it all feels. And then we'll head back into our day feeling a little looser, a little bit more balanced, a little more like ourselves. Drop the arms by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Heart leads the way all the way to the floor. You're going to relax your head at the bottom. Half lift, hands to shins, look down. Inhale. Exhales, we'll plant your hands and we can walk it all the way out into our high plank. So a moment of strength there. Drop your knees to the floor. You're going to kickstand your right leg to the right. So take those toes over to the right and then send your left leg out to that supported side plank. Left arm comes up and overhead. And we're going to go straight for that big body side stretch. Left arm up and over, bicep with the ear. Reach your left heel and your left fingertips further away from each other to create space in your rib cage. Reach, reach, reach. Ugh, make it feel good. I know the right arm is working. That's okay. We are strong. We can hold ourselves. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, switch sides. Left hand goes down, left knee goes down, right leg comes back. Cat cow, drop your belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine, push the floor away from you, tuck your chin to your chest. Come back to your flat back. Now we kickstand this left leg out. Right leg goes long, right arm to the sky. Let's try that side stretch in the opposite side body. Notice your right foot. See if you can glue through the outer edge of the right foot. So I paralleled my foot to the back of the mat, and now I'm trying to glue through the outer edge. It's going to wake up that side body IT band. Right arm comes up and overhead, bicep with the ear, and now from there we can create length. Push the heel of the foot into the mat, reach your right fingertips towards the front of the mat. Stretch, 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 stretch. Ugh. This feels good. I want to stay here forever. One more breath. Okay, right hand goes down, left knee goes down. Give me that cat cow again. Drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine, push the floor away from you. Come back to your flat back, tuck your toes under, flip your hips up and back, downward facing dog. I was just telling my client before this, she's virtual as well, how different it is to teach in different places. And I really enjoy teaching her because I do see her. So I can watch her while I'm teaching and kind of change, help her adjust and whatnot. And she's fantastic. Big fan of this lady that I spend 3 mornings a week with. But anyway, I was telling her that I sometimes feel like, I get a little like goofy or funky on my virtuals. I don't know what it is. It's that like I'm alone in this room talking to myself and I can't see anybody. Maybe it just makes me a little bit more giggly, but I just noticed it happening and I'm like, this must be fun for my virtual students. They get to get this side of me that's just like kind of a little bit more out there than anybody else. Okay. End of story time. Look at your hands, bend your knees, walk yourself up towards your feet. Relax your head. Close your eyes. We'll take that ragdoll again. This time it's a little narrower. Hips are right over your ankles. Maybe we grab for opposite elbows, lean into the toes. Release the arms down and then take them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Heels of the hands come together. Arms reach up over the top of your head. Oh, yummy. And then really slowly and one vertebrae at a time, we roll up to stand. You would never believe that I just did a full hour of yoga because this class feels like so stinking good. Drop the arms, relax your shoulders, soft bend in your knees. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's drop those arms, inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm pulls back, right arm goes forward, a little twist from the shoulders. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, open cactus. Squeeze the elbows back behind you, big open chest. Reach up, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold all the way to the floor. Relax your head at the bottom. Half lift, inhale, hands to the shins, look down. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. We're going to drop those knees, release our toes, and lower all the way down to the floor. Relaxing chest to the mat, wiggle side to side. Bring some space underneath you. Hands can go wider. I have a chest, so I have to make room for it. Also, if you need to, lift up, wiggle things around, find a place where you're more comfortable. That's another thing important to remember. We all have very different bodies. Adjust for yours. We're going to take those hands outside of the mat, tenting the fingertips into that intimidating cobra. Hands stay glued. Use those strong fingers. Push through the fingertips to lift your chest up. Inhale, heart to the sky. Look up towards the ceiling. Pull the shoulders back. Oof. Maybe there's a little wiggle there. A little movement. Maybe we stay still, drop the head back, relax your toes. Why does this feel so good? Slowly lower down. Take your hands underneath your forehead. Rest your head to the back of your hands. Bend your knees and give me that little sway side to side. And release the legs back out long. We're going to do it one more time to find a twist. Tip the fingertips on either side of your mat. Lift up on your inhale, big cobra arms, big open chest. Right shoulder twist towards the left wrist. And come back into the center and over to the other side. Left shoulder, right wrist. Come back into the center, lift up and hold. Shoulders pull back. And slowly lower down to the floor. Good. Hands underneath those shoulders, tuck your toes under, push yourself up and back. We find our downward facing dog. Relax your head, look at those toes, take any little movements you might need here that might feel good for you. The right leg's going up to the sky on our next inhale. Let's just keep the hips square. Drop the left heel and point your right toes to the sky. Look down. Right foot is stepping to, let's go outside of the right hand for our lizard pose. So we're kind of circling, giving ourselves that moment. Notice what's going on in the hip. Roll, yeah, we'll do that all together. Come to stillness. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Keep your left hand planted. Right hand can come into the inside of the right leg. Pull the right shoulder back. Always the option to drop the back knee if we need the grounding underneath us to get a little deeper into that twisted lizard. Or you can keep it active if you could use a moment of fire. Okay, come back onto the right foot. The back knee is lifted, so if not, lift it back up. Heel toe your right foot to the center of your hands. We're coming into our high lunge. Plenty of space between those feet, all 10 toes facing forward. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Take an inhale, lift your left heel, sit deeper in the right knee. Ooh, nice juicy stretch in the legs. And then open to warrior two. Heel to arch in the feet, bend your right knee, gaze over the right fingertips, sit lower, soften your shoulders, relax your face. Flip your front palm, reach it forward, take it all the way up and back. Reverse your warrior. And then we take it down to the floor, windmill the hands, frame your front foot. Right toes go back to the sky, really stretch them up, and then bring it in for your pigeon pose. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle behind the left wrist, left leg goes behind you. Hands under shoulders, lift your chest, and then walk your hands out, relax your head, close your eyes. I've had quite a crazy, amazing week. I'm so grateful for all of the things that are coming my way. And so interesting because I was teaching a lot this week and I got to yesterday, maybe Wednesday night, I think was the roughest. My words were backwards. Everything was coming out it was coming out, but it wasn't coming out as gracefully as I would like or as comfortably as I am used to. And it's nice to know that even when I'm completely off my game, I can still do my job so well that nobody would notice, but I notice. And coming into this morning's practice, I always say to ourselves and to you and to my students, like, we don't have expectations. We're just here. We're noticing the body. What does it feel like? My teaching, I've learned to be similar in that. And I haven't been because Wednesday night I felt so off and everything was kind of foggy. And yesterday was so intense. And I came into this morning thinking, okay, this is going to be one of those classes that I'm going to have to really try for. And I had a class right before this, and this one as well. Though I was totally wrong in my expectation. My words are flowing out. I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm, putting it exactly as I would want to, exactly as I would want to move your body, so you feel good. And I say all this just to kind of remind you of what can happen when we set an expectation, when we think something's going to happen, when we walk into a situation, when we actually have no idea because we have yet to live it. So whether it's teaching or taking or how you're moving your body or working, whatever it is you're doing in your day, kind of try to walk into it that same way that you do every time you step onto your mat with me. You don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know where we're going to go. You don't know how it's going to feel, but you know that at the end you will feel good. I have that same sentiment with teaching. It makes me so happy. I'm so grateful that I've been able to build this life. And I don't know what I'm going to teach every time I come into a class, because even if I tried to plan it, it would never come out that way anyway. Sometimes I'm inspired by different things, but I do know that at the end I'm going to leave and I'm going to feel good. What if we kind of adopt that for whatever comes next in our lives? Okay, lift your chest, walk your hands under your shoulders, left toes tuck under, right leg goes high. And I would say, bend your knee, open your hip, take some circles. For somebody who is losing her voice and thought I wouldn't have things to say this morning, I have a lot to say. If you want, you can flip your dog. We're not going to come back to this leg any other time. So this is your only moment. Whatever kind of fun play you might want there, go ahead and take it. And then come back to your downward facing dog. And from there, take a breath. We'll send the left leg to the sky, stretch it up towards the ceiling. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. It's our lizard pose, and it's just a quick little shuffle and forward and back and wiggle around. My hair is falling out as we speak. My favorite is when I get a text from one of the yogis telling me which version of me they practiced with today because of my hair. And now we're going to get a whole new version. I'm excited. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I hope it's cool. Right leg stays lifted. We roll to the outer edge of the left foot, hands to the thigh. There is talks of pink coming my way. I'm kind of digging it. I need a change, but I love purple so much. So we go back and forth. Maybe both. Maybe I'll be cotton candy. Always option to drop the back leg unless you want that fire. And we stay fiery. Come back into the center. Heel toe the left foot into the middle of the hands. We have our lunge. Arms go up to the sky. All 10 toes face forward. Don't be afraid to adjust. Make some space for the hips. Arms to the ceiling. Snuggle those shoulders back down from the ears, and then suck your stomach in. And warrior two. It's that little opening, heel to arch in the feet, left knee bends, gaze forward over the left fingertips. Sit a little deeper. Reverse your warrior, flip your front palm all the way up and back. Left arm comes over, right hand down the leg, behind the back. You tell me. And then windmill those hands to frame your front foot, and we'll step back into our high plank. Send the left leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then give me your pigeon pose. Left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle behind the right wrist. I'll stay quiet this time around. Walk your hands, come down over those legs, relax your head, close your eyes, and breathe. And slowly lift back up. Hands under shoulders, right toes tuck under, the left leg goes to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip, take those circles, flip your dog. You tell me. It's so interesting to me how often my practice changes. This maybe recent past couple of months, there has been like zero desire for a flip dog, but people love them and I used to love them. So I don't know why my body is just like, no, we don't need to do that. uh, Listen to that part of you. There's no need to force things that don't feel right to you. That's the whole point of all of this. Shift forward, knees go wide, big toes come together to touch, hips towards those heels. Relax your head to the floor, soften your hands, close your eyes, and we'll take our child's pose. Maybe we sway the head side to side a little, no, to massage the third eye center. And then slowly walk your hands towards your knees, lift up. We're going to try that little fixed firm stretch again. We might need to scoot forward just a little bit. So you're separating your heels, sit your hips between your heels, and this time see if the knees can go a little closer towards each other. And if you have some space for it, we're going to go all the way down. So hands towards the soles of the feet, right elbow goes down, left elbow goes down. We can relax right there. This can feel really nice. Or if you have More room, drop the back of the head, the neck, and the shoulders, and then eventually the arms come up and overhead. Hook your chin to your chest, lift your heart. One of my favorites. Just stay here for a couple breaths. Close your eyes wherever you are, whether it's still seated, whether you're lying halfway, whether you've made it all the way down. Let's let this one just kind of soak in for a second, a yin moment. Bring your hands back to the sole of the feet if you're all the way down with me. Elbows underneath you, push up, and then it's one hand to the floor, other hand to the floor. We're going to lean forward, slowly. Sling the legs out towards the right side of you, and then all the way around. Ooh, I had a lot of oohs and ahs this morning. I'm sorry. This is just how I am. Only human. Lots of knees. Let your knees slide to side. Oh my gosh. There it is. That's what was happening. Drop your knees side to side. Let them sway. See, there's like a reminder. Pay attention. And then find stillness, soles of the feet come together, knees go wide, hands to the toes, lift your chest. Maybe pull the heels in a little bit closer, close in on your butterfly, and then bend your elbows wide and come into your fold. Relax your head, close the eyes. Lift your heart slowly. Hands come to the outside of the legs and we push them in towards each other. Plant the feet. If you need to scoot forward or change on the hips, go ahead. Hands to the thighs. We are squeezing our core and rolling all the way down to the floor. Stretch your arms overhead. Point your toes in the opposite direction. Give me a full body stretch. And then hug those knees into your chest, round your spine. Give yourself a very big hug for showing up on the mat today. Send everything long, heels towards the edges of the mat, arms down by your side, palms face up. It's a soft lift of shoulders, and then we pull in from the ears, little close of the eyes, and we settle. Slow inhales, slow exhales. Notice your body. Maybe lift a heel, place the heel back down, lift the shoulders, pull them from the ears, wiggle the hips. Any little movements you might need to get the body to completely relax into the earth underneath you. Soft space between your eyebrows, release your jaw. And just for a few moments before I wake you up and send you back into your day, Shavasana, just be. Bring a very gentle bit of life back. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then reach those arms up over the head. Point your toes in the opposite direction. It's a full body stretch. And I'm going to let you travel really slowly. Maybe roll to one side, pause there for a moment, or if you like those rocks on the spine, if you need a little less twist, give yourself these last few moments. There is no rush. Eventually, we are going to meet in a seat. And sit tall, cross-legged position. I'll let you decide whichever leg comes. Oh, you're so shabby. Whatever legs is going to come first. Hands come out in front of you, tense your fingertips. Lift on your inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands out over your legs. Relax your head, close your eyes. Give me your forward fold. Take a couple deep breaths. Lift your chest, walk your hands back towards your knees. Drop the arms down by your side. Last breath all together. We inhale, float them up. Exhale, hands pull into the heart. Little moment to bow the gaze, close the eyes, and always give yourself some love for showing up for you. It doesn't actually matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in. Let it feel good. Let it give you the peace that you are looking for. Let it allow you to step deeper into your day, feeling more like you. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you so stinking soon. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling loony. I need to go run or something. Also, my dog cries the whole time, and it is so terrible. There's like, so I have this room here, which is kind of been adopted as Attila's room, but I've been putting all the projects in that room, so he doesn't really go in there as much because there's shit everywhere. And then I have a back room, which is my bedroom, and he's not allowed in the bedroom when I'm not home because he'll eat my mattress, as we know. So he doesn't really go in there too much. And then there's like a back room over here. If he ends up in one of these two rooms, I don't hear him. He's like snuggled on the bed, he's happy, or he's in the couch. But if I have to stick him in the back room, which is the easiest one, it's like come in from a walk, I go in the house, he stays where he is. He cries the whole time. And I can't yell at him when I'm teaching class or train him any differently. And also, it's really hard for me to like teach and feel like relaxed when you hear like a whining dog in the background. So we need to come up with a new system, and I'm hoping that happens soon. But I don't know what to do because if I let him come with me, he kicks me in the face. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's all my problems for the day. I'm gonna go take him for a run, and we'll both be happy in no time at all. Thank you for coming. I hope I talk to you soon. I have a couple days off, so although like today and tomorrow I'm getting my hair done, so I'll just be sitting there. But Sunday, maybe if I'm feeling like I need to socialize, I'll give you a call. We can catch up a little bit. Talk to you soon. Bye.